Handling bulls is a really different situation. And each bull is going to be different. The problem with a bull is you never know what kind of mood he's going to wake up in. And so you always have to approach a bull with caution. I don't care if he's been a lifetime pet. He may wake up that morning in a bad mood and take somebody down and kill them if they're not careful. The thing with a bull, if you put too much pressure on them too quick, their natural instinct is to fight. They're not much like a cow who's either fight or flight. A bull's going to fight. And so if you put too much pressure on him and don't give him a chance to take it off himself, he's going to learn to brace against you in the pasture, in the corrals, or whatever. So there is a technique to that, and you need to do it with bulls or cows or whatever. Is you put pressure on a bull, if he starts to make any advance to you, you probably ought to back up a half a step or a step until he backs away from you. And then you can go and put more pressure on him until you do that, and you can teach him to turn away from you. And so that if a bull's on the fight, either leave him alone, put him with cows, or really take your time to work them, because they can really become dangerous and they can charge you at a moment's notice. Once they learn to drive and you get them to going away from you, that's where that sweeping back and forth behind them works a lot better. Because if you just stay static on their rear end behind them, they'll normally turn and face you.
We breed our bulls to be very effective breeders and to be very resilient to lots of different harsh conditions. And some of that is a bit of a problem because they're tough. Moving bulls, you really need to know the individual bulls. It's important. Some of them are a little different temperament than others. And oftentimes, I know at home we treat some bulls right out in the field without a halter or anything because we know their temperament. Others, we got to get them in the corral. There's no two ways about it. So, you know, bulls are a different group of animals to deal with because they're just so tough and independent and used to doing things their own way.
I would like to see you spend a little bit of time getting the bulls where you can move them, you can control them, you can put them anywhere in a pasture and work with them a little bit before you turn them out with those cows. I even like to get my bulls, if I got some young horses and some young bulls, I'll put my stock trailer out in the middle of the pasture and just get them where I can load them without any facilities. And it's real good for the young horse. And all you got to do is when the bull's looking away from the trailer, you put pressure on him. When he sticks his head towards the trailer, you just take the pressure off. Before long, he'll think that trailer is the brush and he'll go get in it. So I like to do those kind of things before I turn the bulls out. And then when I go to get the bulls or pull them, it's a piece of cake.
When you're handling bulls that are sick, you've really got to slow it down. Bulls are big, bulky animals. And when they don't feel good, it takes a lot of work and they get sore and they don't want to go. And they'll turn and fight on you faster than any other animal. Or they'll go find a hole or some brush and then you can't get them out. You can't put enough pressure on them to get them out. So when you approach an animal that's sick, a bull that's sick, you've got to put the pressure on lightly and let that animal move away from that pressure. The first thing I want to teach that bull is that I'm not going to keep that pressure on. As soon as he moves where I want him to go, I'm going to take the pressure off. Once you tell that bull or teach him that, you can take him anywhere.